guys, it's Victoria. Thanks for coming back. I'm going to show you how I make my twice baked potato, and I'm going to also show you how I turn that into a tart as well. This is my favorite side dish ever. Whenever I have a fancy dinner party or date night, I always make this. It goes well with chicken, fish, steak, lamb, anything. It's so delicious. So I make mine dairy-free and gluten-free, but you can substitute some of the things, and I'll sort of tell you what you can substitute as you go along to make this delicious. So first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 375, and then second thing you need to do is pour a glass of wine. That is for you, and I think it's totally okay to pour your wine before anyone else gets here, because you deserve a glass of wine, and you can always use the excuse that you're letting your wine breathe. So you know, you definitely should have a glass of wine while you're cooking in the kitchen and play some nice music. So I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing right now. I'm just finishing mashing up my potatoes. So I had 4 medium-sized baking potatoes that I sliced and cut up, and I boiled it. And then I also put 2 full-size medium potatoes in the oven that I baked. Once I took the potatoes out of the oven, I let them cool, I sliced them in half, and I carved them out. So they're like just dug out normal potatoes. And I'm just finishing mashing the boiled potatoes. So you can make the consistency however you like, but I'm gonna make mine pretty like fine for this recipe. So I'm just almost done here. So once you're done mashing your potatoes, you're going to add in your flavoring ingredients. So I have 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper. I have 2 teaspoons of chives. You can put more or less if you like. I love chives. I have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then I have 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Again, you can take stuff out or put stuff in. When it comes to the flavoring, that's really no problem. And then I'm going to add in, I have 3 tablespoons of bacon bits. You can put less or more if you like. I really like it. And then I have 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I like using just regular mayonnaise for this. I gotta be honest, I do a lot of crazy diets because I have a lot of food intolerances, but the only thing I can't give up is regular mayo. I love mayo. I use it in so many things. So I'm going to mix this all up until it's nice and mixed and smooth. This honestly is everybody's favorite thing that I serve. Everyone loves this. And I really love the fact that I can make it and put it in the fridge and then just bake it an hour before I serve my dinner. Perfect. So it's perfectly mixed, and then it kind of looks like this. I mean, it's delicious just like this. But let's scoop it into the potatoes. So I have the potatoes here, and then I also have some tarts here. These are gluten-free tarts that I just buy from the grocery store. They're usually in the frozen food section, or they are in the health food area. Any nice grocery store will have them. We're just gonna start scooping this in. You can get fancier if you want. You can use a piping bag to make it extra fancy, and it looks beautiful. But I kind of like it like this, and I just stuff mine as much as I can. It is so delicious. So I put as much of the filling as it can hold. The bottom piece potato is obviously just a delivery service for the delicious part. So you just stuff these guys right in. Easy peasy. There we go. So what you can substitute is pretty much anything in here. The only thing I wouldn't substitute necessarily is the mayo. I mean, I've tried this with vegan mayo and it's not as delicious, but you know, it's definitely up to you what you like. But it is the mayo that gives it the beautiful texture that I'll show you later. And it makes it super creamy and just absolutely delicious. But it is because of the mayo that the texture is so beautiful. So don't skimp out on the mayo. This is definitely not a diet food. This is one of the things that, you know, I serve at special dinners or romantic evenings. So it's not something that I would serve all the time. Very rich and fattening, but it's delicious. Alright, so this made a perfect amount. So I'm just going to bake these guys at 375 for almost an hour. So just kind of keep an eye on it depending on your oven middle rack. And yeah, you'll kind of see what it looks like. I'm going to shoot a few pictures of what it looks like when it's done in the oven. So hang on for about an hour or I will fast forward you. See you guys. Okay guys, so this is what the potatoes and the tart will look like when they are just about done in the oven. So they've been in here for about an hour and you can kind of see they're golden brown and sizzling and they smell delicious. So we are ready to take these guys out.